Hello and welcome to the audio recording for the Create Your Future History workshop. This is an audio recording to help you with the pre-workshop worksheets that you would have received upon registering for this workshop event. I want to just quickly introduce who I am once again. I'm sure you guys know who I am, but just to give you a quick recap, my name is Bankesh Shotomi and I am the founder of the Being Just Be platform, which is a personal development platform and also a self-growth platform. I am a mindset coach and I am a self-growth strategist, and it's my absolute pleasure and passion to help women move from a place of being stuck in their life to being empowered and motivated and inspired to make transformative life changes. This passion really came about from my own experiences of feeling stuck in my own life and feeling really unhappy and feeling very, very lost. Early on in my years, I was heavily depressed and on antidepressant prescriptions, and I just made a decision one day that I really need to change. I need to make a difference in my life, and that's when I began my own personal development journey and my own self-growth journey, which morphed into my Being Just Be platform, which was originally just a blog, really for me to just share my lessons with the world. And through that, what I realized was that there were many women who really could relate to where I was in life and relate to some of the challenges I had, and were being inspired and impacted by the lessons that I was learning along my journey. And so that's what really gave birth to the Being Just Be platform. As that began to grow, I also realized that there was a need for us to have more of an intimate workshop type of event for women who really wanted to know tools and strategies that will help them to navigate life. And so I put together an event called Socialize, which essentially is just a workshop for women. It's a women's event, but not your everyday kind of women's event. It's a women's event to help women to feel free to talk to one another, to feel free to share with one another, build friendships, be vulnerable with one another, know that they're feeling supported, and know that they are in a place of love, and they can also come away with practical tools and strategies to make life different, to make lifelong differences in their lives. And I really do believe that when women get together in a supportive, loving environment, we really, really, really can change the world. And that's my passion, that's my dream, and that's what Socialize is really all about. So I want to take you through the pre-workshop worksheet, which you would have received, which is all about creating your future history. Creating your future history using a vision board. And I want to just quickly talk about what is a vision board, and then quickly go on to helping you with the next 5 questions that you would have seen on your worksheet. So what is a vision board? Essentially, a vision board is a tool to help clarify and concentrate your main focus and your goals in life. So it's a collage of different images that represent the kind of life you want to have, the kind of person you want to be, and the kind of things you want to do. I personally believe that it's your opportunity to dream big. It's your opportunity to work towards making those dreams your reality, because it gives you a mental picture of the kind of life you can have and the kind of life you can live. One of my favorite reasons why I love the vision board so much is because it actually helps you to believe. It helps you to have faith, and it helps you to know that you can actually achieve whatever it is you set your mind to. And I always remember I would like to give an example of when I was single for a very long time. And I remember feeling very, very, I felt like I had lost hope about whether I would actually find someone and settle down and get married. And one day I woke up, I said, I'm going to create a vision board because I really want to get married. All my friends are getting married. I'm the only one. The pressure was so much, and I really felt alone. So I created a vision board. I went all out into thinking about what kind of man I wanted, what kind of relationship I wanted to be in, what kind of marriage I wanted, what my wedding dress would look like, my ring, what my wedding day would look like. And I really created my dream wedding in this vision board. And, waking up every morning, looking at my vision board actually helped me to believe. It made me feel like it is possible. This dream can come true. So a vision board is a fantastic tool to help you keep the faith, to help you keep focused on your dreams, and to really help you to dream big as well. This is an example of one of my own vision boards. That I created for 2017. I have the physical copy, but this is my digital copy. And my focus for 2017 was really to become an entrepreneur. I was really fed up of the 9-to-5 life, and I wanted to make a difference. And if you notice, my vision board has quite a lot of things that, relates to being very independent, very business minded, and being an entrepreneur. And I have since left my 9-to-5 job. I was a business development officer for a real estate company. And then prior to that, I was a lawyer in the UK, working for a law firm for quite a number of years. And it feels great to have broken free from the 9-to-5 hustle. And I now have 3 companies that I run simultaneously. One is my real estate company, my legal firm, and my coaching personal development company. And if you notice on my vision board, I do have very clearly that a desire to have multiple streams of income. And I now have those 3 platforms to provide me those streams of income. I want to say something really interesting about my vision board. You might have seen on the vision board where I say how I made $25 million. Well, I haven't yet made my $25 million. I do believe one day I will. But here's the interesting thing about this figure. I actually manifested 25 million naira in my account this year through a business transaction. And I remember the day when that money came into my company account, and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, this is 25 million in real life. And it made me really, really believe that anything is possible when you get intentional and when you begin to put your requests out to the universe. Now, I don't want to misrepresent this 25 million naira figure. I did get the money into my account, but I didn't earn all of it. I earned a significant portion out of it, but all of the money didn't belong to me. Obviously, I had other transactions, other parties to the transaction that earned that money as well. But my point is, I manifested 25 million. It wasn't in dollars, it wasn't in pounds, it was in naira, but that figure became my reality. So I just want to encourage you that truly this thing works. And also, I want to just share another story and testimony about my desire to get married. So earlier on, I mentioned that I created a vision board to meet my special man and get married. And as you can see on my vision board, I had some images there as well. And I'm really, really glad to say that in June 2017, this year, I got married to my soulmate, the one who God has created for me. And, it just makes me so encouraged that the vision board works. Not just about the vision board, but just believing it's a tool to help you to believe. So I want to encourage you that as you attend this vision board workshop, have that open mind and have that belief that it will also work for you. And I know that in the next 12 months, you will have some amazing stories to tell, and hopefully you will share them with me as well. Okay, so let's get started. This is the worksheet that you received, and I want us to just quickly break some of those questions down because I want you to feel supported. I want you to feel like you can go through with these questions and and not feel stuck in any of those questions. So question 1 is about what your perfect life would look like and what it feels like. And I just want to give you some pointers as to what you can think about to help you visualize this perfect life and to help you to really get into the groove of feeling what this life might be like when you actually do start living it. So think about your current situation, but don't be limited by your current situation. So in other words, don't see all the things that are not going right for you and think, no, I can't have that because this is how my life is right now. Allow yourself to dream big. Allow yourself to feel free to create and dream your perfect life. It's your life at the end of the day. So kind of imagine it as if it's like, a genie has knocked on your door and he has said, what would you like me to do for you, madam? Your wish is my command. That's your perfect opportunity to start saying what you would like. And that's the kind of mindset I want you to have when you're answering this question. So to get into the feel of what your perfect life would look like, think about what a day in this perfect life would be like. Think about the kind of food you would be eating, the kind of clothes you would be wearing, the kind of places you will be going to, and the kind of business or career you would have. And think about how you would feel or how you would want to feel when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night. These will really help you to engage with your emotions. It will help you to engage with your feelings, because one of the most important aspects about manifesting our dreams is to be really engaged with what we want. Being engaged with what we want comes through your feelings about it. You've got to feel like, yes, I am living this life right now. And let me share an example with you. A few years ago, when I moved back to Nigeria, I had a very rundown car, a Lexus car that was just battered, and it gave me consistent problems every single day. And I really wanted to manifest, and I desired a black Jeep. And I remember, again, I created my vision board for that year. I put a picture of the kind of car I wanted, and I began to visualize and feel as if I was actually driving that Jeep every time I was driving my Lexus. I had smelt the car as if I was in a Jeep. I pressed my horn as if I was in a Jeep. I started my car and heard and imagined the roaring sound of a Jeep. And I did, in the end, manifest my dream car. I manifested my Jeep in that same year. And, it's again just to let you know that vision boards work, but they work when you begin to engage all aspects of your emotions and your mind towards it as well. Question 2, what have you always wanted to do, to be or have, but you never started? For this question, I want you to think broadly, not just necessarily about your childhood dreams or long time dreams, but think about recent dreams as well. Also, think about things that you may have started, but you've not really reached its full potential, or you kind of gave up halfway. These are things that you could also put down. Don't be limited by the space. If you find that you've got a lot of things that you want to write, but there's not enough space, feel free to write in your journal, or even turn the page and write at the back of the page. So you're not restricted to just one or two things. Write as many things as you want, because at the end of the day, it's your vision, so don't limit yourself. Question 3, who or what do you wish you had more time for? For this question, I would like to suggest that you think about, again, what a day in your perfect life looks like. This is why question 1 is so important, because through thinking that way, you kind of get a feel of what you would be typically doing with your time in this perfect life. So think about who you would be spending time with in your perfect day. Think about what you would be doing in this perfect life. And think about your reasons for why you want to spend more time. So why do you want to spend more time with this particular person? Why do you want to spend more time doing this particular activity? Because that, again, will help you to think about what you want to do and also how that would make you feel. Question 4, what brings you joy and happiness? There are no wrong or right answers to this question. It's all about you and nothing else. So think big, think great, think small, doesn't matter. As long as it's something that makes you happy, that serves your highest good and serves the highest good of others, then write it down and be free to do so. The last question is, what type of person do you want to become? Again, think about the different areas of your life right now. Think about what you would like to improve on. And also think about the kind of person you would be when you actually make those improvements. That would give you a guide as to the kind of person you want to become. Think about what you like about yourself that you want to enhance, and think about things that you would like to try that you haven't tried before. So as you can see, all these questions really interrelate with one another, and they kind of flow to give you the general scope of how you will go about creating your vision. There is a second worksheet that's coming, which you will receive in the next email. And that worksheet is going to be for you to set out your goals, which is why doing this exercise first helps you to then get to the goal setting stage, because your goal setting stage is now going to be what guides you in creating your vision board, in looking at images through magazines and looking at words that inspire you, so you can begin to create your own personal vision board. I hope this audio recording has been helpful for you. If you do have any other inquiries or any other questions, please feel free to email me at beingjustbe.com, and I'll be most happy to help you. So for now, I want you to be inspired, I want you to be empowered, and I want you to be motivated. And I look forward to you participating at the Create Your Future History workshop later on. Thank you.